The summer campaign returns once again. Welcome, Will.
Thank you, Jack. I see we're both wearing our new t-shirts.
I've got a new one on. Yes, I have. We are inside again, but only because it's late at night while we're recording this. We have come to the end of the summer campaign. We've come to the end of the summer, pretty much. By the time we do our next video, I'll explain about that later. So, Will, we're going to wrap up today all the stuff we've spoken about in the summer campaign, talk about whether it was successful again, and like other videos. So, let's kick off. What did we want to achieve? We haven't discussed any of these questions, so wish me luck. What did we want to achieve when we set up this year's summer campaign 2019?
Okay, number of things. First of all, we wanted to sustain what we do in terms of our offering and actually increase it, which we have. We wanted to make it sustainable both in the provision that we provide, that's the food and the resources of which we have, and we can talk about more examples of that. Also increase the number of volunteers and people who commit to the work that we do and work with more partners, all of which we've achieved. And I think also from the feedback we're getting is to educate people, and that sounds very pretentious, but what I mean by that is actually explain to people the challenges and issues over heat, particularly, and dehydration and all the rest of that. What to do in the case of coming across somebody who is on the street who might be homeless or vulnerably housed, and how to manage that. But also in the last couple of weeks we've been talking about how we manage House of Bread's approach to the people that we support. So for me, each year we gain more and more experience, and sadly each year that extended experience is needed more and more. So I'm delighted that we have been successful across all those categories, and the viewers will know just from the constant updates in terms of what we do, the partners we work with, the resource. But actually, we are delivering on all of those. So, it's been a fantastic time. It's been difficult, lots of difficult stuff, but also lots of great stuff.
For sure. And you've wonderfully really covered everything that I was going to suggest you cover if you hadn't have answered the question correctly. But I think every year with the winter campaign, the summer campaign, all that kind of stuff, we want to, like you said, give information to people about how we help people. And how we help people is no different to how people can help people at home.
I think the other thing that's been very interesting is how people have approached us, and I'm thinking of both individuals but also businesses and companies, and particularly in a highlight Fair Share, because Fair Share have taken across the UK. They've now picked up Tesco, they now pick up Marks and Spencer's and Asda, and I think what really comes out of that is the way that it's much more acceptable to use and provide a different use for surplus food. And with the general sort of climate views that have been taken on by Greta and all the other people doing amazing stuff, I think it's dawning on people that actually we need to manage the way we deal with homelessness and vulnerability in exactly the same green way that we would in our normal lives.
And from big stores to little stores. I was talking to Louis, our chef, today about a volunteer who'd come in talking about a small shop in one of the Haywoods up that way. So a real, probably the most amount of feedback we've had in any campaign, especially recently with some of the videos about how and who we support and how we help people try and change their lives.
Break that vicious circle.
Break that vicious circle, you haven't done that for a while, I see. I've kind of missed
trolls.
But it has been, talking to people about how it's just as dangerous and deadly to be homeless in the summer as it is in the winter. And, it is with very, very heavy hearts we're making this video in a town that has suffered a death of somebody whose life was a really, really difficult, somebody we were helping on a regular basis. So it just goes to show that struggles are always here. People are always struggling. It doesn't matter how much we're enjoying our lives, how easy we're finding it, how much we're enjoying the sun or enjoying the snow or whatever it might be. There are people who are really struggling, and it doesn't matter what your politics, it doesn't matter what you think about anybody. Somebody losing a life is somebody losing a life.
And I think what it demonstrates again, it's about the vulnerability of housing. We've talked about this endlessly, about putting somebody into a house is actually not only the first step, but it has to lead to support around it. And certainly we want to get much more involved in that sort of side of things to try and enhance the extension to the work that we already do. So some of the new partners we've worked with the CAB, which we've mentioned, there's a lot of other ones that we're working with that we will announce over the next 6 months as we move towards the winter time. And it's all about that holistic approach, but it's also all about early intervention. It's not acceptable that people, no matter how difficult they are, we've got to engage with them. That's even the ones that don't like us initially, but they love us really.
And it's not going to help anybody smacking on the head saying, I told you shouldn't have done that, get yourself up. That's not going to work. One of the biggest changes we've seen, especially in the 2019 summer campaign, is the influx of food.
Yes.
Our food bank grows year on year. We've never had as much food as we do now as we did the previous year. You know, summer is always a lean time for the food bank, but at no point while I've been making the food bags have I ever had to pick and choose what I'm putting in. There's always been enough to make everybody's food bag the same, which is really important to us here at House of Bread. So everybody gets the same amount of stuff and the same stuff. So it's only thanks to you guys and your fantastic donations, because we're giving out more than we did last year. So the only difference is you guys giving more.
And we can give out everything that we get in. So you know, if you look at the range of product that we're giving away, the resources that we're able to do, whether it's food, toiletries, you know, fresh water, whatever it is, it's clothes, it's just incredible. And actually over the next couple of months we're going to talk more specifically about roles that people can involve with us as we seek to develop that social engagement opportunity, bringing people in, building them up, getting them able to move on.
And feel strong within themselves to tackle the difficulties that life throws at people.
Life is complicated.
Life is complicated. So, Will, you mentioned the future there briefly.
Yes.
This will be the last summer campaign video. We will not be around next week. So our next video will be the beginning of September, and that will be the official first video of the 10,000 tin challenge. That has already started.
Yes.
So look out for a huge boost we got recently. So we're going to start, the first video is going to start with a lot of tins. Thank you to the Black Country Food Bank for that, and a lot of other people donating just generally from Asda. So that will be back in September. Thank you so much for everybody who's watched these summer campaign videos, interacted with them, shared them, commented underneath. It has been fantastic. We cannot wait to move on to the 10,000 tin challenge and beyond. The feedback we're getting for these videos has been brilliant. I really don't expect many people to watch these, so thank you so much for listening to us talk about what we do as a vocation more than anything.
Come and find out what we do.
We're really passionate about it. If you want to know what is happening on a daily basis at House of Bread and at Cafe 43 and everything else we do, check out Hob News. That will be up this week. There won't be another one the week after, or there might be. If I can sneak in, or if I can beckon Will away from some stuff, I've got a plan for that. So thank you.
Location?
Maybe. Thank you very much for watching as ever. Please like and share these videos. They are for everybody, not just the people of Stafford, but you, the people of Stafford, get to bask in the glory of me saying how awesome the people of Stafford are every week.
They do. You make a difference.
You really, really do.
Really do.
Huge difference. We're going to stop talking now because we've rambled on and on and on, and I don't think we wrapped up the summer campaign, but there you go. We started talking, now we're stopping. I'm sure we said something great. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.